What's up? I'm Liz, this is Blitz City DIY, and today is another episode of DIY FYI. I want to do something a little different today though by running through a real-world experiment. I recently picked up a cart from Target to store various household things on, and of course, there's assembly required. Now, I've assembled 90% of the furniture I've ever owned, and since it's all from IKEA and Target, when I'm putting it together, I always grab a variety of screwdrivers and other tools just in case. But it got me thinking, what about the person that isn't into DIY things and as a result wouldn't have all these tools at the ready, or someone who doesn't have access to those tools? What tools does the average person really need to assemble something like a piece of furniture? So aside from my tests, I would use a Phillips head screwdriver that I had to buy out of necessity one day on a trip a few years ago. And as a result, it's not part of a set or of a super high quality. Now, I picked it up from Walmart actually for about $2, and I can confirm that my local Walmart right now still sell these cheap screwdrivers in various sizes. So I would assume it's available throughout the United States, as I was actually out of state on that trip. Now, I chose a screwdriver before I even opened the box or looked at the assembly instructions because I wanted it to be a real world, like, this is my one screwdriver, will it work? Now, upon opening the box, the instructions simply read screwdriver required, with no explanation on size or even if it was a flat head or a Phillips head. Now, the frame of the cart snapped together without any tools. The screwdriver came into play to attach each of the 3 trays. And here came the moment of truth. Will this random screwdriver get the job done? Success! Screwdriver was actually the perfect size for the screws provided with the cart. Now, there was only one type of screw provided for this cart, so I didn't get to see if smaller or larger screws would have run into a problem. Like I said, I did all of this without knowing what was going to happen inside the box. Now, the next and final portion of the cart involved using the included mini wrench to attach the wheels. Now, normally I would have grabbed my own pliers or a wrench with a longer handle to do this, but sticking with the experiment, I used the one provided. And it did work, but clumsily. Because it was so short, I ended up losing a grip on the wrench. I kept losing a grip on the bolt with the wrench multiple times on each of the wheels. But it worked, and after assembly, that's really all that matters. Now, the reason why I did this video was to take a look at accessibility when it comes to affordable furniture that isn't pre-assembled. Furniture like this quickly becomes unaffordable if multiple tools are required. Although better quality tools may have helped at certain points in the assembly was still able to take place at a minimal cost of total of $2. This also is helpful for people to know who are just starting out on their own or trying to outfit their home with basic life supplies, like my fellow often picked on millennials. Now, granted, this was a very simple piece of furniture to put together. I'd be curious to try the same experiment on something larger, like a desk or a TV cabinet or even a bed. If I find myself having to assemble anything like this in the future, which often my friends and family outsource me to do, I'll try and make a video to document it. But that's all for this episode of DIY FYI, where we learned that technically you can get away with just one single screwdriver. I hope this video helps someone, or at least helps to raise awareness around the idea of what really makes something affordable or accessible for someone. Please feel free to leave any questions or comments below, as well as throwing a thumbs up or a thumbs down, depending on how you feel. Consider subscribing for similar content, and find me on all the social media nonsense for behind the scenes action. All links are down below. Thank you for watching, and until next time, this is Blitz City DIY.